How's it going, everybody? Welcome to what is going to be a very, very messed up and interesting Tuesday. While I'm waiting for a friend of mine to get set up here, let me tell you about my days. Got home from work, my day job, Sunday night. Did a stream, debuted a new game, went for a couple hours, and then stayed up until 11:30 in the morning class grinding for FF. Passed out from like 11:30 till about 3 o'clock. Woke up, started grinding more, then switched over to Persona 5, grinded some more, grinded some on that, and then streamed Persona, got all the way just about all the way through Kamoshida's Palace. And then switched back to FF and stayed up all night again, grinding. And then, just to add, kit and caboodle, I finally passed out at almost 1 o'clock today for all of 2 hours. To wake back up and finish grinding. And, hey, it paid off, because here we are. We're ready to progress some story. We're going to attempt to do all of the 71 MSQ. I do not know how many there are off the top of my head. I have not bothered looking this time around. But we're going to ignore side quests, since I want to say there's a good amount of story to be done on 71. So we're going to be ignoring the side quests for now. Maybe when we do the MSQs that maybe have the shorter line of quests, maybe include doing actually some of the side quests and stuff like that. But in the meantime, we are going to stick with that. So... But, so the person I'm working with had to BRB in-game and IRL. So, while we wait for him to get fully postured here, I'm going to step away, use the restroom, and then we're going to jump into this. So, and hopefully, I had to change some settings around, so I do not know 100% what's going to be picked up, what's not going to be picked up. I've noticed since I lowered my bit rate from like 5,000 to 4,000 that my audio for my starting soon screen is not picking up the background audio. So I'm not 100% sure what's going to get picked up, but I'm going to attempt to include a Discord call so you will actually get to hear legit reactions from my partner in crime for this video today. So just bear with me a little bit, and I promise we will get this going soon. And yeah, so we'll kick this off proper. BRB. And hello to the 2 viewers. Okay, so I'm gonna get Discord set up here and hopefully see if I can get my partner in crime in call here. We're gonna use a private channel that's set for just me and him for now, and possibly include the main one we are a part of if we have a dungeon, and to include our fellow party members that we may end up asking to join us if we have a dungeon. So, for the time being, let's see if I can get this going. Yo. Okay, so gonna fix the audio background a little bit more, so this way I can hear you. Alright, so we got that set up. So we have Rain as part of the stream, and he is Sandra in my party. Alright. Hi, Paso. Alright. So now that we are all kosher, so it looks like my retainers are back, so I'm going to check it with them, and then we will get story on the way. Hopefully get all the level 71 MSQ done today.
That would be good.
As I said, I have not looked, so I honestly do not know how many MSQs there are for the level 71 range, but we're just going to focus on the MSQ and worry about side quests in our off time, and maybe on the MSQs that don't have a lot of quests to them, maybe to fill out a full stream, we'll include the side quests as just time filler. Alright. So, I've managed to do a lot of decent work here today. all of my classes are up to 71, and I don't have one below a 397 eye level. Ah, and there's the lovely Sandra. So, oh yeah, and I got the, check it out, I got the augmented Astro weapon.
Ooh.
So, alright.
Fancy.
Alright, so if I remember correctly, the next quest pickup is inside the ocular, I think it was called.
Yes, it's inside the ocular.
I honestly have no idea how I'm still alive right now.
Freaking crazy dude.
No, you don't understand. Like, I briefly covered it when I started the stream just to make sure it would go. I came home from work, streamed a new game for a couple hours, and then stayed up till 11:30 in the morning grinding. Passed out till like 3, woke back up, started grinding some more, then switched to Persona, grinded on that, did my Persona stream, and then once about 3 o'clock hit, I stayed up and grinded until almost 1 p.m., passed out for 2 hours, and then finished out my grind. I am surviving on like 2 hours of sleep. Alright, so the Light Warden.
You're nuts.
The Crystal Exarch welcomes you back to the Crystarium. Let's see what he's got for us. And thank you, Paso.
And so you return. Have you gained a better understanding of the crisis now faced by the First?
Better is not the word I would use. Some lands may have been spared the flood, but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters.
Indeed. Those abominations are a calamity in their own right. And I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you. But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness. Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist. Just as an ant colony will perish in the absence of its queen, We believe that the death of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence to disperse.
I have a feeling Yulmor might have something to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters. Vorthra's command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Yulmoran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience. He will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
Agreed. Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the Wardens. Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Are you sure that eliminating the Wardens will be enough, or I'm not sure I follow? No. I'll go with the first option.
I already did that too.
Your uncertainty is understandable given the circumstances.
Fancy.
Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order. To begin at the beginning, then. In the ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds. This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first. Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other, and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy. Just as water will flow from the highest point to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source. And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence.
Hello, whoever my new viewer is.
If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, one might expect the weather to turn bitterly cold. As ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds. What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source. At the same time, the element which held sway in the shard is unleashed in full, its energies amplifying the original disaster to truly catastrophic proportions. An earthquake thus magnified might strike with enough force to shatter continents. A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations. These devastating events are what we refer
we
to
have a
as
Severn in the
umbral
chat.
calamities.
I
7 times
Sev.
has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed.
So basically, if I'm understanding him correctly, the 7 times that the shard was absorbed can correspond to each of the eras or each calamity, so to speak. That's the reason that they're calling this the 8th one.
Essentially.
At present, the light-drowned realm of the First stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining. It is the Sin Eaters who are to blame for the Light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the Light Wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even here in the flood-spared region of Norvrant, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky. Thus, if we are to restore balance to the First and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
But I'm not equipped with a sword at the moment.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told. Apart from being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Hallminster Switch is requesting reinforcements.
Uh-oh.
They say the Sin Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphino and Alize as well.
My lord.
Pray, lend us your strength. Such a fight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
Hell yeah. I want to get my hands dirty on these bitches. Home Minister Switch is in the north of Lakeland, so we had best make haste with our preparations. In fact, meet me outside the Crystarium at the crossroads northwest of the Incenser Gate, and I shall lead you there myself. So now I'm getting a proper delve into Lakeland. Other than trying to find enemies on the hunts.
Yep.
Norrand, Lakeland.
Hi, Wallens.
Yeah, might be a good idea. Let's go! I ain't picking any fights, but I ain't backing down from any either.
That's how we roll.
Oh, you got friends.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Love that battle music, though.
It's fantastic. I think it's going to take a while to wear thin for me, at least.
Mm-hmm. This area's music's actually pretty decent, too.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
You don't want this fight, dude.
You really don't. You got the 2 juggernauts out front, and then
Couple more
us
plans.
following it up.
Oh, you clever little bastard.
Drill it.
Oh man, you just reminded me of a Blue October song.
Huh?
You just reminded me of a Blue October song.
Which one?
Drill the wire through my cheek. So Jared, so hard to feel it.
An awful lot of these things are picking fights. Fights they're not gonna win.
All set. If we follow this road north, we'll arrive at the northern staging point. The village itself lies not far beyond. Quickly now.
Oh, I see an ether current.
I actually kind of forgot to even compass anything.
I happen to spot this one. Yeah.
Somebody decided to pick a fight.
That's a bad decision.
Between the fact that I'm not a typical squishy healer, and the fact that I come with backup, yeah, a very ill-advised decision. Okay, out of dumb curiosity, 297 moms to the east.
I'm getting 320 to the southeast. I think I know where yours is.
Well, I kind of figured that probably while on off time, when I do enough side quests, that I have enough aether currents off of... When I have all the aether currents off the side quests, I was going to do an attempt to actually go find all the ones in the field. But I was actually going to kind of like, unless I find them by proxy or if they're along the way of what I'm currently doing, I was contemplating just waiting until, like, there's no more quests. I just find the aether currents in the field and I can fly. Before I actually, like, go hardcore looking for as many of them as I can find.
Right.
Ja, TVO.
Oh, look at that thing.
Well then, well
Is that a hunt, Rob?
considering he's the oddball here, I'm assuming he's going to be some type of hunt. But I'm going to take a quick. I'm just going to take. Yes, but he's non-aggressive, so.
He's a non-aggressive hunt mob. Interesting.
Okay, so looks like we might want to keep going this way just to avoid any extra confrontations.
Yeah, unnecessary combat.
Ooh, hello, what the?
What?
Gray Draco?
That's new. That's a completely different type of creature, actually.
Yeah, I can't even recall if there was anything in the homeworld that looked anything remotely like that.
Don't think so. I could be wrong.
Well, other than a few enemies picking a fight that they didn't want, this trip has been at least moderately uneventful.
Yep.
Hey look, it's a white gremlin and we have a minion like that.
Indeed.
Let's see. While Minister switches past these gates and through the woods, 'tis not exactly a near neighbor to the Crystarium, but as we occupy the same region, we have built up something of a cooperative relationship. What can we expect inside, Captain? The town is beset by a swarm unlike any we have seen in recent years. We did our best to evacuate the villagers, but as many as half remain. Judging by the number of eaters present, we have good reason to believe that a light warden leads the attack. How convenient. It seems we'll have our chance to slay a warden sooner than we expected. One does not simply slay a warden. Has no one told you what happens if you defeat one of those fiends? They hold more light inside them than all of their underlings put together. It can be struck down, aye, but its essence won't dissipate like the weaker kind. Vile aether will billow outwards and envelop the nearest living being, a reckless young swordsman perhaps, and turn her into a brand new warden. Well, you can leave that particular quandary to us. I must ask that the guards stand down and allow us to engage this leader of eaters alone. Concentrate on the survivors. We must save every life we can. But what if...
Is this another one of those we're immune to this shit?
Understood, my lord. As captain of the guard, however, I will not watch you brave such danger without an escort from our ranks. I insist that I go with you. Very well. Then our warden-slaying party shall include myself, the Levelors, Captain Lena, and last but not least... As if you had to ask. A formidable group indeed. Into Home Minister we go. Once we reach the Light Warden, do not hold back. We strike to kill. Ah, so we have our first dungeon. The instance dungeons encountered in Shadowbringers' main scenario quest can be completed solo alongside a supporting party of NPCs. To make use of this feature, simply speak with one of your NPC companions near the entrance to the instance and select the option to form a party. When forming a party, you will need to follow the same role restrictions imposed when using the Duty Finder. Alternatively, you can find party members via the Duty Finder as usual and complete the instance with fellow players instead. Well, unfortunately, the only downside is that we can't just, like, recruit two of them to tag alongside us.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Very well.
So the Exart is a tank. Well, he's an all-arounder. He can do anything. Lena is a dancer. Okay, then. Well, since we can't do this and just recruit two then, and seven Kiara are in a dungeon currently. Wow. So I'm assuming you want to run Machinist, Mike?
Yep.
And I'm gonna be running Healer for this, which means okay. So then I guess what we're gonna do here is well, how you gotta go to bed at what? 11 o'clock your time?
Yep.
So that still gives us 10 o'clock my time. That still gives us like 4 hours. Okay. So I will try and give my roommate and his partner a little chance to finish up. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go check on dinner, so hopefully I don't get called away from that in the middle of stream. I'm gonna go ahead and withdraw my chocobo because I'm just gonna kind of chill here for a sec. So, and we'll do like a brief intermission while I check on things.
Okay.
Okay, well, our soon-to-be partners in crime are almost wrapped up with Zephytol. So, how are you doing, Paso? How is the day treating you? The music is really good here. So, well, while waiting, I will give a heads up that later tonight, I'm going to get it done tonight. Um, Today is supposed to be Resident Evil Tuesday, but I spent so much trying to get the day grind done that I am pushing the finale of Resident Evil Revelations until after FF. So, for anybody who was curious about Resident Evil, yes, it will be done today, and I will have an announcement to make about my special little surprise for the next Resident Evil game. But I will save that for the end of the Resident Evil stream. So for anybody who wants to tune in for that, and I think I've also kind of decided that I'm gonna, since I stream 3 days a week more or less, I'm going to wait until I get through all 3 days of streaming, and then get the videos uploaded to YouTube. So if you weren't able to take part in then, you can go back and watch them. And it's just a lot on the plate at one point in time, so it's like I'm just gonna do it in bulk rather than trying to remember to do one at a time, so to speak. So. And since Rain wasn't here for it, the new debut game, which I'm actually more uh, interested in than I was originally thought, and I surprise debuted it. You will see a new game on Sundays called Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night. The same guy who is notably known for an amazing game he created and made called Castlevania Symphony of the Night is the man who made this game. And the little bit I've played of it gives me a definite Castlevania vibe. So, but it's got a very kind of goth undertone to it. So, I'll get that up on YouTube. I'll get that up on YouTube here in the next few days. And if you want to give it a check out, there you go. And did you actually watch the last Resident Evil one that I posted, or did you not get to that one yet? Yeah, you. Yeah, what'd you think? Okay, so they are out, so I'm going to send them the party invites. So I'll go ahead and switch this back.
Actually get them in on this too.
Yep. So there's Paradox and the roommate Severn. Okay, so because of that, we're going to include them in the stream, so we're going to do a little channel hop in Discord here.
Mow.
Mow.
Holy loudness.
Congratulations, you're now in stream.
Yay.
So, okay. So is everyone all set up to go what they want to go as? Alright.
And I'm doing the Moogle dance.
Alright. Let's give this a go.
I'll try not to run.
Yeah.
Same.
So, I'm kind of I'm kind of wanting the no explanations on things. Let me see if I can figure things out.
Yeah, I won't say anything. I was
That's fine, I just don't want to die.
Fair enough. I'll do my best not to let you die, but... Ooh. This is very, this looks very almost, like Totorock crossed with, Brayflox.
Kinda.
And I do suggest at some point you guys come back here with the AI and do it, because it's actually pretty cool doing it with the AI.
Yeah, I may consider giving that a shot when I level grind and stuff. So, full clears, please, tank.
Yep.
Holy crap!
That was cool.
Might help if I turn on a sect. I said sect, sir. I was very careful about my wording. Here you go, Sev.
I forgot these things are hit by the Pain is real.
You know the funny thing I just kind of realized, Sev? You got freaking Tsukuyomi today for your trial, and you were bitching and moaning about how poor the Astro was, and now you're doing a dungeon with an Astro who hasn't been in here before?
I still trust you more than the other one. Mainly because I was healing that one as well, and I was doing all the healing. And it was the Astro that decided to lose in the first fight.
There you go, Sev. Kitty
Jason
logged in.
XP.
Yeah, I actually kind of briefly forgot to throw on food for a sec.
I got it on the second fight.
There you go, Sev.
Yay.
You're getting lucky. Everything I'm going is for like melee DPS and tanks for attack boost.
Yay.
Oh, and I did get a new follower last night while I was doing Persona, so I'm 2 away from affiliate.
Nice.
Honestly, never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd actually be this close to affiliate in
this short of time.
Well, after some of the horror stories I've heard, just like, you know, some people have said don't expect to see a lot of growth in like even 6 months. So I've been doing this for almost 6 months, and I wasn't expecting to be anywhere close to affiliate in 6 months. Oh, so I did have a funny moment in Heaven on High today. That was fucking wonderful.
Oh.
Ooh, laggy.
Yay. I mean, it's cool and all that FF is getting all the support and everything, but
They need new servers, or new worlds rather, so we do away with some of this.
Alright, everybody gather up real quick.
no.
My face. Regen for Sev. But I was running Heaven on High, and I think I was on Samurai when I was working my Samurai. And like we get to the boss on floor 30, and the tank all of a sudden says, "So when you get done here, you gotta go donate more money to Darien Strife." I'm like, "Who the fuck are you, and how do you know me?" And she's all like, "Well, I tuned into Darian's stream, and I saw the top donator was somebody named Strife Eclipse, and you have the same exact name, so I was just assuming it was you." It's like, well, you're not wrong, but...
Well then.
Ooh. Hey, that person looks familiar.
Nah. I don't have my intervene. I don't have my jump in.
Alright, Kiara gets it first.
Woo! Kinky?
Always.
Reasonable.
Whoa! I saw so many white balls.
Okay, let's see how this works.
Working.
What? Oh shit! No! No, Seed Eater, don't touch me there.
That's touching me.
That's all over there.
I mean, it is being recorded.
Pillory.
Finally had video proof to take the top.
Alright, Mike gets it next.
Kinky!
Yay!
I better be next after that. I don't want to be left out of the farm.
You've been getting it all the time since we got in here. And
Well, you bring him over here.
I don't even know what happened, but that was fucking wonderful.
That was great.
Hey, just remember, this is being streamed, so we have video evidence of you being touched inappropriately if you want to file a report later.
I'm sorry, Paradox. Ow.
I did myself all the time when I was thinking this thing. Not again.
Okay.
I am not in a safe spot.
No, you're not. Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Alright. Kiara's turn. Oh my god!
Made it.
Oh!
That was intense.
Oh! Fudge. Ow. I feel like we're playing chess.
I am not a pawn.
This
Pawns
is not
aren't cool.
chess. This is not chess. This is some other thing.
Russian roulette?
Yeah, see, I think I'd be the
Well,
queen.
I am a machinist.
I'm the queen, Stripes the king. Ow. And you guys are pawns? Maybe a knight.
I think
I'm a knight, motherfucker.
I think Sandra would qualify probably as a rook, and I think I would qualify as a bishop.
Yeah, that seems right, actually.
Oh no.
You're gonna bring it here, aren't you?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
You know what? Fuck this noise.
Sandra's turn.
Oh, actually.
Yay! Finally, I mean... There we go.
Die. Well, thankfully I don't have to worry about positionals. Ow!
That was a little scary.
Let's see, what do we get? Light glove glands. Gloves.
So, how'd that feel, Sev?
It tickled.
Just tickled?
It tickled like acid on my
Tickled
skin.
in all the wrong spots.
Okay.
Yes.
That was funny.
Or auto crossbow.
Sparkles.
I have viable AoE again.
That was a new skill that Paladin got. I like the fact that I can lunge at stuff, except I can't do that now. Too low of a dungeon.
What the? Hey, come on, share the love.
Huh?
What love am I sharing?
Your love. Keep healing me. One digit.
Do you need it? No, I definitely didn't need it. Well, I need to have a box.
Yeah.
I just got my scholars on my living home.
After I get the bar to 80, that'll only be the bar for Pally, but I'll send the bar for a week.
Oh, hey. That's different.
Yeah, I'm really go rusty there. No headbutting. No headbutting. Oh god. God damn it.
He's a switch.
Fending.
And casting.
Casting.
Oh god! Ah!
That actually takes some naming here right now.
That
What was scary, Sev?
I almost died!
Oh, ye of little faith.
I was gonna try to pop hallowed ground. I'm like, wait, I don't have hallowed ground right now.
Why don't? Oh wait, did you already pop it and it's on cooldown?
Yep. I pop it during the boss.
That scary moment.
Yes.
The butt pucker moment.
Yep.
I like this place. The scenery's freaking fantastic. The music's good. And the battles are interesting so far.
Alright,
Tis-
give me just like another 10 seconds before you pull that, so I let my MP recharge a little bit more.
It's Tesla.
Oh, wait.
Oh, that's right!
I don't have refresh. I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Alright,
Get away from me.
Good to go. And just for that comment, Kira, you don't get it first this time. Mike does.
I wasn't being an ass. I was trying to be like, hey, I'd help you, but I can't because they took it away from me, jerk.
The tickler. That's not a tickler!
That didn't tickle.
About to.
I think my organs are all over the ground now.
What is this mark above my head?
Brandon Barrett.
Oh!
Okay, I see how that works.
Ravana.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I'm gonna toss that up.
Ew.
Ah! I forgot it does that. Oh god. Ow. Back over here. Get over here!
Okay, Sub-Zero.
Leave the killer alone. Oh no, you're not tickling me again.
That's what she said.
Gosh, you need the freaking Sheltron. Oh, tickles my soul.
Yowie.
That just doesn't look right.
Oh.
No, get away, get away.
Tesleen, I actually kind of liked you, even though you were very shortly with us.
Yeah, that was tough. Ow. Stop trying to tickle my soul. Wrong on so many levels.
Are you sure they're not trying to tickle your spleen?
Better my spleen than my anus. Oh god.
You heard it here, folks.
Die already!
Ooh.
Hey, look, maiming.
Close enough.
And Sev gets it.
Woohoo!
Oh, that sucks. Oh,
Wallop.
that was dickish.
Like, these people, I'm gonna slam them and turn them into grotesque creatures.
You, sir, are a dick.
Yeah, he is.
Mana.
Phenomenon.
Yeah. What phenomenon? Oh right.
Oh.
That didn't look like it tickled either.
Well, it tickled all the wrong ways.
I just want to love you.
No,
Gonna call
Seb.
it Lord?
That is not what all you want to do.
Just bend over and let me use my sword.
You want it?
I don't think that's what Tesla wanted. Oh, she did get that.
Yeah.
Protecting
Well,
a child.
Yeah, Tesleen took it from behind.
Yeah, that's what I meant. All for a child that really didn't care.
So she took it from behind. You saw her spitting up white shit.
That's what that like stuff was.
I see.
You were there, Mike. You saw it.
I tried to wipe that from my memory.
You should know better with me around.
Yes.
You didn't
I
use
should.
a good enough Kleenex.
No, I didn't.
You need bleach for that?
I don't really think I want to use bleach.
You need,
Lemon juice.
You need brain and eye bleach.
Lemon juice. Or just plain red. I mean white.
I don't know if you want to use lemon juice. I mean, are we talking about the normal lemon juice or the...
I don't know.
Wait. There's another kind of lemon juice? Or are we,
it
are,
kind of
are we
looks like
talking
lemon
about
juice.
something? Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck you guys. Also, no, it doesn't.
It kind of does, if you drink enough water. Just put in enough lemon.
First time I've heard it referred to as that. That's why it didn't click.
Golden showers? Bring May powers?
Yeah. Shut up.
Speaking of which, I heard R. Kelly's going back to court.
He wants to pee on you. I would say, you know, don't eat yellow snow, but we're not in Kurthus.
So don't eat white snow.
That... I feel like you tried a little too hard on that one.
Well, if you eat white snow, you might turn into a sin eater, so...
Fair enough.
What's really hard about that, though, is that it's white on white, so you never know.
Yeah. I'd just say don't eat snow. That's your safest bet.
What if you're, like, really thirsty? And snow is, like, the only thing around.
Oh, look, another healing thing.
They're, really loving on the healer in this one.
Yeah. they even dropped
They
me an
must know
astro
you're an
weapon.
Astro. Yeah, they must know you're the Astro.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's this guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna fill you up.
Get ready to get tickled.
Look at them chains!
Well then.
Ooh.
Made me think of Pan's Labyrinth when I saw him.
Mm-hmm.
This music.
Right? This is the boss music that I love. That tongue, though.
I'm trying to figure out whether or not Sev is creeped out or turned on right now.
Go to both. And he has chains and a really long tongue.
Be gentle on me. I level up, but my MP doesn't go up.
Head crusher.
Oh, literally crushed me with my hands. Not nice.
Pendulum.
Yeah, that you want to stay away from me. Chain down.
Who is it? No.
Oh, why me?
Because. Ow.
Run, Sandra, run!
Run for it. Just wants to lick you.
Oh, Jesus. I want none of that.
Oh no!
Oh, Seb. Oh, shit.
No!
Oh, that hurts so bad.
I'm supposed to read the stars in the sky, not become one of them, dude.
Ow.
You, sir,
AI.
are an asshole.
Asshole, yo.
Oh!
Oh! That was a spicy meatball.
Dying like a ringlet. Oh. Get away from me.
Him again.
Ow!
Oh, God!
Tank down! Tank down!
Uh-oh.
No, I'm gonna wait after this. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
I'm alive!
And I have no MP.
I can't help you with that. Oh, shit! Oh, come on! I was out of that.
Oh, fucking shit.
Hi.
Shit!
No!
Oh!
No!
Oh, no!
Oh, God.
Oh!
No! Damn it.
That hurts so bad.
Uh-oh, this isn't good.
Oh man, get out.
Oh, this is bad.
Yeah,
No!
I'm dead.
No!
Oh, yeah. Get out of there, Seb. Get out of there, Seb. Get out of there.
Oh! That was intense.
I risked my life for you. Probably wasn't the smartest thing, but...
Okay, this is actually pretty intense.
Oh, wait. This is only the first boss in the first
I'm aware of this. This music, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this could suck. Oh!
Yeah, it was a lot easier when we did this with AIs, because they knew exactly where they were going.
Yeah, but that's also kind of some of the fun about Pendulum.
And not only that, but they seem to have an unending mana pool.
Yeah, stop it,
Although I did die once doing the fight with the AI. I was very upset.
Well, I can at least say one thing is that it seems that the cooldown time on lucid dreaming is shorter, so I'm able to keep it at least a steady flow.
Don't look at me. Stop looking at me.
Hey, come back, Sandra!
I'm right here. Oh. Oh, balls.
Sprint!
Oh.
Sprint like your life depended on it.
I did. Oh no! No!
Oh!
Oh god. I gotta try this. Right
No.
there.
Yeah.
Why? Come on.
Yep. Okay, so chain down when you get it, run to the middle.
Yep. I saw what you did there.
Yeah.
No. No.
Bad kill.
Yay! We didn't wipe!
Oh look, I got something aiming.
That's my relic sword, but I don't need it.
Oh, I never got to see that one. Oh, I've got one of those already that I can buy. Okay, so basically whoever's gonna level up Pally should take the sword and the shield. And I just picked up the ring, so I just got the ring. So I can't take that either.
Ooh, that is a pretty sword.
Not as pretty as the sword and shield I have right now.
The shield's not bad either.
It is a nice sword.
Yeah, it is.
Why did I get the shield? Oh, did I hit a higher green on it?
I think so.
I'm so used to
Yeah,
green.
you got a
on everything.
68.
Oh, I went off from 69.
Well, that was fun.
That was great.
That was an interesting first dungeon.
That was ass clenching.
Hey, we didn't wipe.
I know. It's a miracle.
That was great. Now let's see what happens.
It's releasing its ether. Fall back. We cannot let it touch us. Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw.
That will not be necessary, Captain. Though I appreciate your concern. The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether relinquished by its predecessor. But now we have a way to contain that corruption. The blessing of light, and the hero who wields it now stands before you.
Ooh, this is pretty. So it's like getting a crystal all over again.
Mm.
Oh my god, the nighttime sky!
That's
The
awesome.
monster's power is broken, and the world, twisted by its touch, returns to its rightful form.
When's the last time any of them saw a nighttime sky?
Never.
That was fucking dope.
That was great.
Fucking Rabbit Girl's gotta be like, I don't know what to say.
I'm speechless.
Holy shit, is this night?
Nighttime in the Crystarium?
That's what the sky looks like. Darkness. Oh my god.
The sunless sea. The warrior of darkness has come.
It's funny. You absorb light to become the warrior of darkness. The irony.
The night sky. As it should be.
Who are you people? You killed a warden, then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true. My lord?
How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one possessed of her blessing. For you. You have vanquished the Light Warden of Lakeland, and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of night. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat. Yet our victory is far from complete. Though darkness has fallen here, the other wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains. Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain, that this world might be spared from oblivion. Not only for the first, but for the source as well. Save one, and we save the other. But, be that as it may, I concede it was wrong of me to summon you to this fight against your will. I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed. But for the present, I beg you stay and see this fight to its conclusion. Cast down the wardens and restore darkness to the first.
Damn it.
On behalf of the first, I offer you my deepest thanks.
I understand there is much at stake here, Exarch, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower. I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
There are things which we can ill afford to lose. And I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them. Forgive me. I fear the events of the day may have taken their toll. Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to recall.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
One which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Sin-Eater is defeated.
Come then, my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villagers and make our way back to the Crystarium.
Well, that was fun.
Ooh. Music's changed out here.
How quickly you have justified my faith in you. So many lives saved, the sky itself heralds your success. A single victory in a larger struggle, perhaps, but a momentous one nonetheless. Trust parties unlocked. You can enlist NPC companions to revisit completed instances by opening the Trust interface located under Duty in the main menu. Damn it. Nah, fuck it.
We seem to be in different instances.
It looks that way. Now, as for how we proceed from here... The villagers were evacuated earlier. We evacuated earlier have arrived safely in the Crystarium. They seem to be accepting the situation for the moment. Most folk are too distracted by the sky to worry about wounds or lost homes. They whisper and wonder if the warrior of darkness has come. 'Tis to be expected. Strife, I must ask a favor of you. Would you be so kind as to conceal your involvement in this endeavor for the time being? Seeing the light received from Lakeland is a momentous occasion, and many will be swept up in a maelstrom of excitement and confusion. Should you come forth as the legendary warrior of darkness, I fear that no matter how good your intentions, such an appearance would throw the city into disarray. I find myself in agreement with the Exarch, although my concerns are more focused on Yulmore. It may be best if you maintain a low profile until we see how Valkyrie responds to all of this. My thanks. Though we cannot freely celebrate your success, pray allow your heart to be buoyed by the joy of our citizens, a joy you surely brought into being. And I must ask the same discretion of you, Captain. 'Tis my intention to share with our people the tale of the great warrior who stood in defiance of the Sin Eaters. This unnamed champion defeated the Light Warden and has since departed for parts unknown, yes? As you wish, my lord. Your penchant for mystery is nothing new, and I will encourage folk not to question this either. Although I expect to be told the whole truth of it one day. About all of you. With that settled, I shall return to the Crystarium and make an address to the people. These explanations and adjustments will consume much of my time, so pray take the opportunity to rest and recover from your exploits. And to think, you'll not even need to shutter the windows to enjoy a dark and peaceful night's sleep. I must stay behind and coordinate the evacuation of the remaining survivors. And I hesitate to ask after all you've done here today, but could I ask you to pass on a message on your way to the pendants? Please let Bragai know that we're bringing in a number of injured and that any restoratives in the market needs to be reserved for the infirmary. We should start making our way back to the Crystarium. Slowly, mind you. It wouldn't do to arrive too soon after the Exarch. I'm staying behind as well. There's something I need to check on in Holminster. We already went through the village top to bottom, Alizé. What should all take the chance to rest, you included? I'm gonna be one of those eaters, and I can't rest, not now. So please, I wish to be left alone for a while, and that means you as well, Strife. I shall be cross if you try to follow me. I promise to find you later when I feel myself again. Huh, just you and me. Shall we? It definitely looks like it stuck us in different instances.
That's kind of annoying.
I know they said we probably shouldn't go too quickly, but I'm gonna teleport anyway.
Same. Mostly because they stuck us in different instances, so it'd be a pain in the ass.
We can't help each other because we're not in the same instance.
Ooh.
Ooh, did the music change here too?
Ooh. The music changed here too. Let's see. I think I'll go Gunbreaker for this next bit.
Wait, there you are! I see you! Well, the Crystarium seems relatively ordered, wouldn't you say? The Exarch's speech must have been reassuring to hear. On the contrary, there is something jubilant in the air. I have a feeling this night won't be quite as peaceful as our hooded friend predicted. I think I should take a brief stroll around town before retiring to my chambers. Once you've discharged your duty to Brage, I suggest you do the same. Sleep well, Strife. I hope untroubled dreams find you and Alizé both. That dungeon was pretty good. I'm still kind of like some of the mechanics weren't too hard to figure out, but it did kind of like pose itself in such a way where it's just like, oh my god!
Yeah.
And anytime I can hear Seb scream, it's always worthwhile. Alright, what can I do for you? Looking to buy a lantern like every other stumbling soul in the city?
It's so dark, no one knows what to do with
I
themselves.
see. Well, Captain Lynn can rest assured that any potions I spot coming in will be set aside for the wounded. Hang on a moment. If you're carrying messages for the guard, does that mean you were there then? The battle at Holminster? Stalwart lad like you might want to pay a visit to the Wandering Stairs. Make himself known. I'm sure Glenard can introduce you to some interesting opportunities.
This is another one of these runaround quests.
Yeah. But hey, it only took us an hour to get through the first one, so how bad can the rest of them be?
Don't ask that question, Strife.
Mm-hmm.
Never ask that question.
Yeah, more beer for table 2 and a couple of pints of mead for table 3 while you're at it. Coming right up. Sorry, we're rushed off our feet today, sir. Can I get you anything? Drinks around the house. Oh, that Braga has a twisted sense of humor. To think he'd send you to me at a time like this. First real night in near 100 years, this folk all riled up and then some. What's more, there was this eater business at Home Minister's Switch. They say a light worm was destroyed without a damn trace, and it was the Warrior of Darkness who did the deed. Oh. I really must apologize for Glenard. He's been almost as rowdy as our customers, and that's no small feat. A lot of our regulars are bounty hunters, you see. They mostly go after eaters, and the rumor of the war's appearance was the spark to their kindling. You know how the weak eaters are drawn to the strong ones, right? Aye. They swarm like angry bees around a queen. You need look no further than Home Minister for proof of that. But attacks on that scale don't happen every day. Praise the blessed shadow. The blessed shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So I'm gonna move back over to private. Just
They left the room too.
yeah, I kind of noticed, but didn't want them to. Yeah. No, this. Okay. No, the more common threats are the strays. No one knows why, but every now and again an eater will leave the pack to prowl alone. Those are the ones you run into on the road if your luck is foul. They're a danger to everyone, so the settlement council puts bounties on their heads, and our bar here is a convenient place for hunters to gather and share information. Seems a few of them were inspired by the warden slaying even more than most. These are the types who have their sights set on the absolute worst of the strays, a class of eaters that have been dubbed the cardinal virtues. The virtues showed up out of nowhere about 3 summers ago. When historians heard the descriptions given by survivors, well, apparently they share an appearance with the villains who caused the flood. And if that doesn't send a chill down your spine, they're also reported to be as tough as light wardens, not the kind of prey you can take down single-handedly. Our virtue hunters had all but given up, but knowing the Warrior of Darkness is out there has lit a fire in their bellies. Just look at them. That Hume over there with the oversized sword is Granson. He's in it for revenge. Wants to recruit a comrade in arms as tenacious as he is. The Mistal lad is Lou Reek. Don't be fooled by those dewy cheeks. He's a hard hunter as they come. He just lost a partner and seems to be on the lookout for a new one. That's Sarag. Word is he seeks an expert in magecraft to help fight the virtue he's after. Last we have Jihad, dwarf and drunkard both. Wanted to join forces with a healer, and only a healer. Something about needing a mentor's wisdom. I've seen my share of competent veterans, and you have that look about you. Maybe you should introduce yourself to one of our hunters. Who knows, together you might even collect the bounty of a cardinal virtue. Now there's a grand idea. Imagine the prestige my bar would earn if we boasted the patronage of a successful virtue hunter. You have gained access to role quests. A separate quest line and story is now available for tank, physical DPS, magical DPS, and healer roles. In order to reach the final stages of the Shadowbringers main scenario, you must complete at least one of the role quest lines. Speak with a virtue hunter at the Wandering Stairs to accept a quest offer.
Role quests. Interesting. Okay, that's cool.
Speak with the manager of... Okay, so...
One thing that sucks is I'm actually going to have to start leveling a healer at some point.
Yep.
And physical deeps, probably. Or magic deeps. Magic deeps. Fuck.
Well, you've got a tank and you've got ranged.
Yeah.
I guess the question is for Sandra to complete. I guess the question is do you see her more as a fist fighter, spear wielder, dual knives, or samurai weapon?
Mm-hmm. I'll have to think on that one.
Well, the good news is that these technically aren't required to do right now, so we can pass on these for now and do these at a later date.
Yeah.
Maybe we can check some of these out when the story runs kind of short. So.
Yeah.
Welcome back, sir. I wonder if anyone can sleep with the city in such an uproar, but will you be retiring to your quarters? Yes. Very good. In light of the present situation, I had illumination prepared for all our rooms. No need to rush to the markets for lanterns or candles. Have a pleasant rest, sir. Well played. Well played.
They really need to stop making light of the situation.
Oh, Mike.
I couldn't help myself.
Are we gonna have another encounter with, oh god, what was his name? Ardent? His name was Ardent, right?
Something like that?
There he is.
So it's your lot's turn to be the Warriors of Darkness, is it?
Ardbert.
It's funny how things work out.
Been watching, have you? Or these are my private files.
Well, I did warn you. I followed you to Yulmore and then on to Armarang. And I was there when you slew the Light Warden. Those white-haired twins who were with you. I remember them from our battle in Source. Are they your friends then? Through thick and thin? Aye. Then I suggest you keep them close. It's when you charge ahead trying to save someone else that you end up losing those you love. Not that you need telling, I'll bet you've lost plenty. But I wonder, what will it cost you this time? I don't remember when it was that I learned regret wasn't worth the bother. You get numb to it all over the years. The lost comrades, the broken promises, the abandoned principles. Just more nagging burdens to ignore.
Hey.
So this is what the light was hiding. He's here. I must go to him.
And who do we have here? I got a pretty good guess, but I'm not gonna make the assumption just yet.
Right. Meanwhile...
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
Intruders! Fan out and find them!
Estinian!
Out of my way!
Stay your weapon. We are not your enemy. When the alarm sounded, I wondered what we had done to betray our presence. But I see now we are not the only intruders. Sir Estinian, I presume. The dragoon who plucked the Warrior of Light from the jaws of death. Your armor is most distinct.
Much as yours once was. But even without it, I see a former legator still has eyes and ears in unexpected places. Van Baelsar, in the flesh. Though I understand you prefer Shadow Hunter.
You are in contact with the Scions, I take it.
Through no choice of my own, they tracked me down and conscripted me to their cause. I swear the receptionist was trained as a spy. Not that anyone can escape that Baldessian woman once she has caught the scent of your ether.
If they have resorted to using freelancers, I must assume their attempts to wake the afflicted have failed. And what of their champion?
Away on other business. Thus, it has fallen to me to root out any trace of the Empire's new weapon.
If it is Black Rose you seek, you are too late. My people have already completed your mission here. Yet this is but one factory among many. When they caught wind of our efforts, they built additional facilities to ensure production continues unabated. There will be no one left in the lands they conquer. No citizens to conscript. No skills to exploit. Nothing the Empire needs. And they will call it victory.
What exactly does this Black Rose do?
The gas is described as a poison, but its actual effect is more arcane in nature. It was created to disrupt the ether in living beings, to bring the flow of their life energies to a standstill. Hailing even the tiniest amount will cause all bodily functions to cease, much as a potent venom will stop a man's heart. Released over a city, Black Rose could conceivably kill every inhabitant, and all without damaging a single structure.
Search every corner! Rouse the barracks if you have to! I want this facility secured!
I have more questions, but now is not the time.
Sir Estinian, I have an offer for you, but I will make it only once. Since it would seem we seek the same answers, you are welcome to join us.
Ha! From what I hear, you need all the help you can get. In case you don't know, Varys himself confessed that your empire was a creation of the Ascians.
I am aware of what his Radiance said at the parley. Thus I would return to the capital, that I might behold the truth of this corruption with my own eyes. My path leads to Garlemald.
Oh man, really?
Cock block you right there. Give you that little bit of a tease right there.
No, that's it for the 71 quests.
Really? Huh. For some reason I was expecting more. Okay, so they didn't follow suit. Well,
shit.
Job well done. No greater sports. And do you believe in magic?
There's only 2 quests that we can take that aren't part of the role quests.
But where the hell are they?
Other way. Not.
Aha!
Hmm? Ow. How'd you get there? Oh, sure enough.
Well, at least we can do these.
Yep.
Okay, so search for the polished horn necklace near the northern staging point and deliver the leveling ranch parcel to Chatwick at Fort Job.
I was expecting a lot more.
I was too. Just mainly just the way they seemed to go with a lot of the expansions. There was a lot of beginning quests, 70, 71 or 60, 61, and then they started kind of like shortening it here and there. So I was expecting more.
That doesn't play well to your tendency to want to level every class.
Yeah, because I'm not getting really much in the way of extra XP. And I'm going to 2.
Okay.
I have extra XP to go towards class. Well then, so... Well, I mean, at least the good news is that if I can actually stomach doing it, you know, like tired-wiseness and everything, I can always run the roulettes. Run the roulettes and then start spamming whatever the hell it was. Homeminster.
Yeah.
And the good news is that I think we can keep using the trust party system, so it's not like we gotta wait on queues.
That's true.
So
that is one distinct benefit.
So you can just freaking spam that as much as you want with no real wait time.
I just have to figure out what to do to get a melee class and a magic class.
Yeah, because unfortunately, while it's not required right now, it is going to be required to actually fully complete Shadowbringers.
One of them, at least. But
you're going to want to do them all. So do I. Again, the nice little perk about having all of them.
That means Tyron's going to have to figure out a magic class to run. Damn it!
Yep, and depending on how you want to run the rest of your characters, it means you're going to have to give classes to other characters that you didn't want to give.
Cyan's going to actually have to learn how to tank.
And so will Azale.
That sucks. Oh well, I'll figure it out.
Oh, food from mother, we will be so pleased.
By the way, I think I know where one of the ether currents you're looking for is.
I just found one.
That's the one. I already grabbed it. Well, I mean, I've at least started Thaumaturge of Sandra, so finding a magic class isn't going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Determining where I go with the melee class. That's a rough one. I'm leaning towards not Dragoon.
I don't want to be Anna with blonde hair.
Pretty much.
Learn to jump on a box, man.
Admittedly, Anna as a blonde would not look nearly as good as I would think.
Well,
oh, there's another ether current. What was that?
Well, it's kind of like you said the perk of like by roleplay standard or whatever. It's like Sandra was turning into basically just Tyron with tits.
Yes.
So you go Dragoon, it's almost Anna with blonde hair.
Go Ninja, it's Allie with blonde hair.
196. 24.
Freaking conflicting. Sandra the type to go fisticuffs? As far as that goes, Monk Sandra would again just be Anna. Blonde hair. Damn it.
That's gonna be racking your brain all week.
It is. I mean, Black Mage Sandra makes sense. Whatever. She's got a lot of darkness in her. It totally makes sense. I was planning to do it eventually anyway, but this game just necessitated it.
Okay. Alright, so we're at the 2-hour mark here. Since there's no actual new story quest stuff, I got a full stream out of it, so to speak, so we're gonna wrap it up here. So, well, that was fun. Okay, so I hope everybody who tuned in had a very fun time hearing the screams and stuff like that, and also apparently my dinner is ready, so I gotta go grab that. But so yeah, thanks for everybody who tuned in. Thank you, Sev and Kiara, for helping us with that dungeon, and that was fun. And now I've gotta start this grind all over again. Here we go again, my friends. So, alright, so I'm gonna throw out the disclaimer now just so this way I have a little bit of flex room and I can actually sleep. So, I am going to do my damnedest to do everything I can to try and be prepared by next Monday or Tuesday to do more FF14 story content Shadowbringers. But after the last couple days I've had, I don't think I can constantly keep pushing myself like this to accommodate said push. So if I can decently grind and get my classes up there so I can run it the way I want to run it, I will try and put something together and have something ready for Monday or Tuesday. If I can't and I need more time without running myself into the ground, I'm going to take an extra week to put it all together so this way I can actually, not feel so dead. In the last 2 days, I've slept for maybe 5 hours. And if I can't do 14, I will maybe try and implement something in its place. Maybe I will actually, use my FF time to do a little bit of near broad gameplay, since now I'm finding Bloodstain may take over the Sunday night spot. But in the meantime, again, I will try and put some type of announcement come Sunday stream, or at the very least, I will definitely post something on Facebook if you guys want to keep track of it that way. So just be on the lookout for any said information. And again, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you everyone who helped. Thank you for BSing with us, Paso. So have a great day, guys. Stay safe, have fun, be amazing, stay awesome, stay fucking fantastic. And if you're gaming right now, and I know you are, remember to game hard or go home, and I'll talk to you guys here in actually, say probably about an hour or so. And I will be kicking off, since we're done with this early, and we'll be kicking off the finale to Resident Evil Revelations. So I will see you guys probably about an hour.